On this edition of Lexington Now, a new senior center, a Veterans Memorial rededicated, and Whitney Young Playground. I'm Neil Noah, and welcome to Lexington Now for the week of November 18th, 2024. Lexington's senior population continues to grow, and so does demand for activities for those over 55. Ground has been broken on a new senior center in Shiloh Park, but the center will serve more than just seniors. Here's more.
So today we are breaking ground, finally, on a big step forward for our community. The new Senior and Therapeutic Recreation Center that we are building here right in Shiloh Park. Let's hear it. Yeah. Hundreds of people will soon be able to use and enjoy this facility and all the activities and programming that come with it. And I could not be more proud of the two programs that will operate in this center. First, we're adding a new senior center. Lexington is getting older and it's getting better. You can take from that what you want, right? Especially for senior citizens. According to the census, our 55 plus population accounts for about 25% of our residents. A fourth of our folks are 55 and older. In case you don't know, I'm in that group too. Our popular senior centers are already crowded, and this new senior center facility will offer much needed services in a part of town where a lot of seniors live. Next, this center will be home to our therapeutic recreation program, which supports individuals with disabilities and special needs. We are really excited about this.
In Lexington, we are so fortunate to offer spectacular programming for our residents. Two of those programs are represented here today and will be joining forces under one roof to bring our community even more opportunities to get involved. Senior services focused on our aging population, and therapeutic recreation focused on our neighbors with disabilities. Conveniently located in the heart of Lexington's South End, Shiloh Park is the ideal setting to become home to the city's new Senior and Therapeutic Recreation Center. With the ever-increasing growth of our aging population, providing enriching services to meet the needs of our active senior adults is essential. Furthermore, having the ability to increase offerings to our special needs community is long overdue and much needed. I'm confident that this wonderful dual-purpose facility will serve as a model for excellence for years to come and will be an inclusive place where people can gather for enriching education, socialization, exercise, recreation, and information, all provided by a great staff that understand and care about them.
This project is not just about bricks and mortar. It's about creating a place where senior adults and people with disabilities can gather, learn, stay active, and enjoy each other's company in an environment that fosters well-being and respect. As an age-friendly community, we recognize the invaluable wisdom, experience, and perspective that seniors bring to our lives. Thank you for being here. They have lived through long times, great change, and challenges. They have so much to offer in terms of guidance, advice, and inspiration. Equally, we value the contributions of people with disabilities. They bring rich life experiences, resiliency, and perspective that enrich our community. People with disabilities, whether physical, sensory, intellectual, or mental health related, are our friends, colleagues, and family members. They possess strengths, skills, and insights that benefit us all. Their inclusion, voices, and lived experiences are essential in creating a vibrant, accessible, and truly inclusive community for people of all ages and abilities. It's hard to believe that just 10 short years ago, we were breaking ground on the Lexington Senior Center. How many of you were there with us for that? A bunch of us. That location is the hub of our Division of Aging and Disability Services and complements and supports the other 3 satellite centers located through the community. This one will give us a 4th satellite center for the city. Across this division, just this year, we have served 3,200 seniors. 63% of them have participated in fitness activities. 988 new seniors have joined, and 83% of them have already participated in activities. As you may know, seniors are the fastest growing segment of our population. By 2030, for the first time in history, there will be more people over the age of 65 than under the age of 18. The success of our seniors program is a testament to the professionalism, commitment, and creativity of our staff who have dedicated their lives to serving seniors.
Bringing together seniors and people of all ages with disabilities into one space is remarkable. The program, which will celebrate 70 years in 2025, was started in 1955 by city employee Dorothy Large. It provides opportunities for individuals with disabilities and special needs to enjoy activities through recreation, leisure, and play. And Jill and Brent do an amazing job of finding creative ways to engage in all of those activities. Over 50 programs are offered throughout the year. The mayor mentioned our wonderful summer camps, which will continue at parks like Woodland Park, Castlewood Park, Dunbar Community Center. It's important that we remain involved in all aspects of our community, but now therapeutic recreation will have a home here at Shiloh Park.
Jim Brown is calling, and I just wanted to
This Veterans Day, a Veterans Memorial was rededicated. We joined Mayor Gorton for the ceremony.
100 years ago, in Lexington, down on Main Street, a newly formed, or rarely newly formed, just 5 years, veteran service organization called the American Legion presented an award to a monument to the city of Lexington for those fallen during the World War I. Today we're here to rededicate that monument and remember the 52 men who lost their lives.
I'm really happy to join you this Veterans Day in our wonderful Veterans Park, the city's park, which is dedicated to the monuments and memorials that pay tribute to our veterans and their families. How many of you here are veterans? Oh, thank you so much for serving and for protecting our country. It is appropriate to be here today along our War Memorial Walk, which over time will be home to memorials for those we lost during World War I, World War II, the Korean War, the Vietnam War, and the Iraq and Afghanistan wars. As many of you know, Veterans Day was originally known as Armistice Day, set aside by President Wilson in 1919, a year after November 11th, 1918, the day that is generally regarded as the end of fighting in World War I. President Wilson proclaimed November 11th as Armistice Day to commemorate the end of the war to end all wars. In 1954, after World War II and the Korean War, Armistice Day was renamed Veterans Day. Since then, we take special note of all the men and women who have dedicated some portion of their lives, along with those who sacrificed their lives, to protect our democracy and freedom. It is most fitting that we gather on Veterans Day to rededicate the city's World War I monument. Even though we are still working on some finishing touches to the monument's surrounding plaza and brickwork, we felt it was important to hold this ceremony today. 100 years ago, on this day, the American Legion Post 8 led the charge to have this monument originally dedicated and erected at the historic courthouse downtown. The 52 names etched on this stone forever remind us of the lives lost in the Great War and underscore the importance of their commitment to our nation. Today's rededication of this monument would not be possible without the American Legion. I am so thankful for your continued work and to make sure our veterans are given the respect and honor they deserve. Thank you all very much for that.
We'll take you to Whitney Young Playground after this short break.
Hello everyone, I'm Tiffany Brown, Equity and Implementation Officer in the Mayor's Office and Chair of the A Sense of Place Committee. I'm here today to talk about A Sense of Place, an initiative dedicated to preserving the history of Lexington's rural Black hamlets and celebrating those that remain active today. More than 20 historic Black hamlets have been identified in Fayette County. Most are located in rural areas. Our historic hamlets have been and are home to generations of lived experiences, traditions, and culture. Houses, churches, schools, grocery stores, agricultural enterprises, and lodge halls for community gatherings were found in many hamlets. A Sense of Place is a partnership between community members with direct connection to our hamlets and the city of Lexington. Its goal is to raise awareness about what the hamlets represent and to identify steps that are needed to take to preserve their history. The A Sense of Place Committee includes local historian Yvonne Giles, local historian Calvin Graves, Executive Director of the Lexington History Museum Mandy Higgins, Cadentown resident Dr. Alvin Seals, Cadentown Baptist Church pastor Reverend Leon Slatter, and others. With support from members of the Cadentown community, A Sense of Place is currently raising funds for maintenance updates and programming of the Cadentown Rosenwald School and property located at 705 Caden Lane. In the early 2000s, members of the Cadentown community worked with the city to preserve the school. In the early 20th century, Rosenwald schools were found across the South, serving rural Black children and families during segregation. Many of the buildings have been destroyed. Lexington is proud that the Cadentown School still stands and wants to preserve the history and significance that so many of these schools have had in our hamlet communities. The funds will complete the restoration of the school and upgrade the historic cemetery and church building. The school will permanently house artifacts that tell the story of Lexington's hamlet. We hope you will join us.
Welcome back to Lexington Now. Whitney Young's new playground has been dedicated in a ceremony this past week. We were there for the ribbon cutting.
We are so excited to be here in the beautiful Whitney Young Park. We often say that parks act as the living rooms for our community, bringing neighbors together to socialize and be active. Whether you're meeting your neighbors, enjoying recreational sports, or simply taking a leisurely walk, our parks and public places have something for everyone. Today we're cutting a ribbon to officially open a new playground here at Whitney Young. Our playgrounds are now more interactive and accessible than ever before, and they greatly benefit our neighborhoods and the surrounding schools. This new playground provides a wonderful space for kids and families to have fun and to also just appreciate being outside in this beautiful park. The playground features slides, swings, numerous other climbing and spinning features. You know, spinning features are a big deal now. And in addition to the new playground, a new multi-use trail and benches were added to the Whitney Young Park in 2022. They were paid for by Federal American Rescue Plan funds. The new features, along with the basketball court, soccer field, community garden, and neighborhood building, add up to make Whitney Young Park a great recreational hub for St. Martin's Village and the surrounding neighborhoods. So Whitney Young's playground is one of several new playgrounds we've installed or will soon install. These are in parks all over the city, and they include Duncan, Elizabeth Street, Gardenside, Liberty, Mary Todd, Masterson Station, Meadowthorpe, Northeastern, Pine Meadows, Trailwood, and Woodland. That's a lot of parks. And we're so happy to be able to do these playgrounds for the quality of life of our families.
I want to give a really big thank you to the St. Martin's Village Neighborhood Association. Back in the winter, they helped convene several kids in the neighborhood to come to the neighborhood center to choose what kind of amenities they wanted in the park, because we wanted to have a park that they chose and they had investment in and wanted to enjoy. And the kids made some wonderful decisions, don't you think? They made some great choices, and I'm so thankful as well to our Parks and Recreation staff for taking the time to get that input from the neighborhood kids and their parents and their grandparents, and then making it all come to fruition in a great, timely manner. So thank you all so much. We appreciate this investment in the 2nd District, because it's going to reap benefits for my neighbors for years to come. Thank you.
When surveying the neighborhood about the new playground, families wanted a modern playground with swings, lots of climbing options, and yes, spinning features. We also found that a mix of ages, kids age 3 to 12, really enjoyed the park together. And so we wanted to design a space that was progressive and had challenges for young children as well as older children and teens to enjoy. There are unique climbing features and structures that offer those challenges, a variety of spinning features, which are always so much fun. There are also different problem-solving games and motion features that are activated by a spinning wheel, and of course, the classic, a swing set. It only further enhances this great neighborhood park and provides many opportunities for families and people of all ages to get out and play.
On behalf of St. Martin's Village Neighborhood Association, we would like to thank the City of Lexington, the mayor, the council members, and the Parks and Recreation for investing in Whitney Young Park. Especially, I would like to recognize Councilman at Large James Brown and former council member Josh McKern for advocating and leveraging funds to make this project happen. I also would like to thank Councilman Shayla Lynch and Councilman Tanya Fogel for their service and their commitment to serve the constituents of St. Martin's Village. This walking trail and this playground has truly been a wonderful addition to the Whitney Young Park, which will continuously be used by the neighbors.
So thank you for being here, and now I think we're going to cut a ribbon. 3, 2, 1. Yay! All right.
A Lexington native and major leaguer, Walker Bueller, has made a presentation to the Lexington Fire Department on behalf of the Bueller Family Foundation.
So today I am joined by a very special guest, Lexington's very own Walker Bueller. Walker is a pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers, and I suspect most of you know that by now. And we want to first of all welcome him back home. And we are also joined by many of his family, and we're so happy that you're here with us and could join us today. Walker recently helped the LA Dodgers win the 2024 World Series. So, of course, we have to celebrate, right? Because if I'm correct, this is his second World Series win, is that right? Yes, and that is quite an achievement considering many players never have won, right? So Walker got his start right here in Lexington. He played baseball for Eastern Little League at Ecton Park. And he played for Henry Clay High School. You can't get much more local than that. In his free time, Walker is dedicated to his family foundation, the Bueller Family Foundation. The foundation focuses on providing resources that promote physical, mental, and emotional health and aim to create safe, supportive spaces where first responders can prioritize their own wellness and receive the necessary support to thrive both personally and professionally. And we'll hear a little bit more about that from Walker in just a moment. First, in recognition of Walker's many achievements, I would like to present a proclamation declaring today Walker Bueller Day in Lexington. So, yes, Finley approves. So here's how it goes. And Walker, if you could just step forward, and Mackenzie and Finley. Whereas Walker Bueller is a pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers and a native of Lexington, Kentucky. And whereas Walker attended Cassidy Elementary, Sayre School, Morton Middle School, and Henry Clay High School, and whereas he played baseball for Eastern Little League at Ecton Park and Henry Clay High School, and whereas Walker played college baseball for the Vanderbilt Commodores and was a member of their 2014 College World Series championship team, and whereas Walker was selected by the Dodgers 24th overall in the 2015 Major League Baseball draft and made his Major League Baseball debut in 2017. And whereas he was an All-Star in 2019 and 2021 and helped the Dodgers win the 2020 and 2024 World Series. And whereas Walker is dedicated to his family foundation, the Bueller Family Foundation, where he works to enhance the well-being of local first responders. Yes, and I know you approve of all of this. Whereas we congratulate Walker on his many achievements and wish him continued success. See, this is the kind of excitement we are all about. Now, therefore, I, Linda Gorton, Mayor of Lexington, do hereby declare November 18th, 2024, Walker Bueller Day in Lexington. Congratulations. Thank you.
This city is extremely important to me and my family, and obviously our foundation was set up to help first responders, and to me, kind of the backbone of our city, and something that, you know, in the past 5-10 years has been kind of a source of some sort of political strife, for any other way to say it, but I wanted to find a way to support them in a positive way. And
we are incredibly grateful to Walker and to the Bueller Family Foundation. Their commitment to the safety, health, and wellness of first responders strongly aligns with our own. This generous gift will help us continue our commitment to the holistic wellness of over 600 brave members of the Lexington Fire Department. As a professional athlete, Walker knows the importance of wellness to be able to perform at an optimal level. And thanks to the Buehler Family Foundation, our tactical athletes will be better prepared to answer the call each and every day.
Walker, you are making Lexington proud, and I'm sure we have not heard the end of that. So again, congratulations, and thank you so much for contributing to the health of our first responders. We really appreciate that very much. And to Mackenzie and Finley, thank you. It's great to have you. She approves all the way. All right, thank you.
A busy week is in store with live meeting coverage on Lex TV and streaming online. And remember, you can also find the most up-to-date information on non-televised city business at lexingtonky.gov. Here's this week's meeting coverage. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media. Check out the latest traffic updates on X at LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it.